Lots of horsepower. It's perfect for lobster fishing for what we do, so.
Well, boy, I got days left. The bay is freezing over, and my skip boat is just ain't cutting it.
I have no problem with you going using it, and hopefully it'll work out and you'll catch your fish. My boat wasn't in use, so I didn't hesitate. This is fisherman's code.
Well, boy, I tell you, I appreciate this. You're getting me an awful jam
Listen,
here,
you
pal.
do it for me, and I know you would.
Well, boy,
So.
anything you need, you knows now. You knows, you call, and anything I can do for you. Some people could say, boy, my boat's all put away, my motor's in store. And then there's other people like Rick Crane that told me when I asked, he said, come and get it. Thank you very much. You just sold my season. You gotta have friends. And I think I made a good one.
That might be the last time I ever sees that boat. Anything can happen with Conway.
Most of the fishermen on this island, they go by a fisherman's code. Do unto others what you would do for yourself. I'm going to say most of the fishermen, because they're not all like it.
Ride 'em, cowboy.
In season 2, we were fishing probably 120 miles offshore. We had our crab pots soaking for a couple of days, because the crab was scarce in that area. So we go back out to pick them up. It wasn't where I put it. Something not right about that. That don't make no friggin' sense. There's half mile where I put them from.
Oh, boy, there was an fly back there.
Okay, go back and look. The fleet of gear has been moved. There's no ice around to tow it away, so something fishy is going on there. So then we took notice of the pots. The first guy to notice the pots was Gar. Gar was checking the knots.
That's not your knot. That's not the way you tie your knot. I opened up one.
He's tight like you tied.
Something going on with this, you know.
No, it's not my knot, no.
This fleet of gear was friggin' odd.
Morse ties the pots a certain way. The knots were all tied different, so somebody pulled up the pots, dumped them out, took the crab. In all my fishing time, I never ever seen nothing like that. When you got your gear out soaking, you go back and see something like that, that really pisses you off. That fisherman that done that, that's not a Newfoundlander. That's a fella that's too lazy to go look for his own crab. He got to go steal somebody else's. So I don't consider that man a Newfoundlander. That's just a thief.
In the Newfoundland fishery, you break the code at your peril.
You do not take somebody else's crab. If you do, don't let us catch you.
The fisherman's code means sharing the bounty as well as the breakdowns.
Oh, in season 2, we set the seine.
Looked real good, really good.
And we had a load of fish.
That's what I lives for this, man. This is what I lives for.
You know, one of those sets that get your heart pumping and your adrenaline going.
But the net is sinking,
Watch that limit, Damien, look.
and the fish are getting away.
We were losing fish out over our cork line. So I called another guy to come take out the corks, and he came over, got on the cork line so we didn't lose any fish.
Come up here and get that green one there, look. Up here, look, get that strap up here, look. Lord Jesus, don't go overboard.
That's a code amongst fishermen. If you're there and somebody's got trouble, you drop everything over our cork line. So I called another guy to come take out the corks, and he came over, got on the cork line so we didn't lose any fish.
Come up here and get that green one there, look. Up here, look, get that strap up here, look. Lord Jesus, don't go overboard.
That's a code amongst fishermen. If you're there and somebody's got trouble, you drop everything and you go help.
Richard's catch is saved.
No matter if you got in a fight the day before or you had words 2 years before that, you don't leave anybody out to dry. You do whatever you can to help them on the water.
The good deed is rewarded with a catch big enough to share.
It don't happen all that often, but it's great when you can send 2 boats to the plant full load.
It goes hand in hand, you know?
He helped us out, we helped him out. You know, he was happy, we were happy, everybody's happy.
Thanks, Richard Bud.
Not a problem, man.
Thank you, man.
Coming up, the debt to the past
I wouldn't have one thing that I got her now if it wasn't for you.
and hope for the future.
Colby, come give me a hand with it. I'd say it's a 200-pounder right there. You gotta get it, okay?
Oh my God.
What are you after? You going back on your land?
I came from a long generation of fishermen. I mean, my father was a fisherman. We got to put his picture up, Morris, even though he's dead and gone. He still watches over his boys. His father was a fisherman. His father before him was a fisherman, so it goes back a long ways.
Oh, skipper. You want to be a skipper?
Yeah.
I was brought up in a fishing family, and that's what I want to do. That's the only thing I know. There's no other job in this world that I would want to do except fish. And that legacy I want to live forever. It's my grandfather's, it's in my family, and I want it to be in my family for years to come.
Skipper Rick Crane is honoring a family tradition, stepping up to train the next generation of fishermen.
Colby's my son. He's 11 years old. I took Colby out for his first fishing trip this year. Colby's always saying, oh, I wish I was a fisherman. I would like to be a fisherman.
Oh my God.
Well, there's Colby's chance. He's going to go out halibut fishing. We're going to catch him his first halibut, and then we're going to see how he reacts.
Come on, boy. Let him pull him.
Halibut is very hands-on. You got to wrestle them, you got to fight them. They're strong.
He's huge.
These fish are big and they're wild. Halibut fishing is no walk in the park.
Look at that. Cha-ching! Oh.
How many pounds you think, Dad?
I'd say it's a 200-pounder right there. That's a big fish.
Woohoo!
It reminded me of the days back when I was fishing with Dad, but it was so different because my role was reversed. And I was the teacher, not the follower. With all the power of them halibut, you gotta watch out what you're doing with them fish because it won't take very long for one of them big ones to take a finger right off and you won't grow them back, okay? The easy thing for me to do was went over and grabbed the halibut. I've been at this for years. I know how to handle them. Colby don't. But that's no fun. I want to see him sweat. I want to see him deal with the things that I deal with. Colby, come give me a hand with it. Hey, grab hold of that.
Oh, smoke.
You gotta get it, okay?
I got it.
Ready? Ready? Sometimes you get some, sometimes you don't. Here you go.
He's huge.
But Colby done pretty well.
Cha-ching.
It was amazing. Probably one of my favorite experiences ever in the fishing yet. It made me a proud father. Little boy, good job.
It's looking awesome day for us.
Fishing tips through the winter.
Woohoo!
We got all our halibut, so we're good to go. Boys, all good job, and Colby, good job, buddy, on a good year. It was something I'll never forget, and I know Colby will never forget it. And I think right back to my father, he won't forget it because he knows I just experienced what he experienced years ago.
Every time Skipper Morris Anstey sets sail, there's one family member he never leaves behind.
How I got into the fishery was because of my brother. Me and my brother, Corey, you know, we were very close. He knew he was sick. He knew he wasn't going to live very long. He wanted to make sure that I was situated for when he passed away. That's what he worked for. And he done a good job by doing it. I can remember he used to be waiting for me on the wharf. Nothing, only smiles on his face. He knew I was coming with a full load of fish. Nothing about the money. That wasn't what was on his mind. Just knowing that I was doing a good job. And, you know, I'll never let him down. There's lots of times I go fishing now, I still think about him. Hope to see you again, buddy. I wish you was there with me now and fishing with us and all that stuff. Really, really, really thinks about you every single day. I wouldn't have one thing that I got her now if it wasn't for you. It means everything in the world to me. And I loves you. I wish he could come back and see what I got around me now. He'd be so proud of me, I can guarantee you that.
Coming up,
Way to go, boys!
Hey!
the love of the hunt
Look at the Scarlets, baby!
and the thrill of the catch.
No matter how warm or how cold water is, you still got that need inside of you. Look at the Scarlets, baby! Wanting to go and beat Mother Nature. And beat her at her own game.
It's a hard life, but the love of the hunt and the thrill of the catch keep the cold water captains in the game.
I see crab too, brother.
Any fisherman, when he comes ashore with their boat full of fish, they got a grin from ear to ear.
Incoming.
There's no better feeling in the world than filling your boat full of fish.
Woo!
It sometimes feels overwhelming
Way to go, boys!
Hey!
how blessed you are to be able to do this.
The things you do for these little things. The things you do.
I'm proud to be part of Cold Water Cowboys. It puts Newfoundland in the spotlight.
Oh, look at the fish, fish, fish! Don't get much better than this, sir.
It shows the rest of the world what we go through every day out there to get that fish on the boat, the breakdowns, the trouble, the wins and withers. Jesus, what it takes for us to bring that fish ashore.
I think people forgot how hard we work to make sure the rest of the world got food. You know, it just gives you a sense of self-worth.
343 pounds, Ricky.
How did that compare to the other fella? Top eyeliner. I like that word, eyeliner.
I loves my job, loves the people, loves the island that fish is on. No other place I wants to be.
I don't think there's any better feeling in the world than being a Newfoundlander.
It's just a sense of belonging to this rock and knowing that you come from this rock, this God-forsaken rock.
We are one family. We are fishermen, we're proud fishermen, and we're proud Newfoundlanders. This is about representing an industry that we as Newfoundlanders have been involved in for hundreds of years.
We all got one thing in common, and that is the love of the sea.
All right, boys, slip the lines. Let's go fishing.
It's not about the money. It's all about catching the fish. I've been excited for Christmas, you know, all my life, but I'm a lot more excited when the time comes for me to go fishing.
I'm always excited to get on the water.
We're getting the boat ready, get the boat off straight away. Everybody is raring to go and can't wait to get those crab pots back in the water.
Hurry up, come aboard.
That's what we do, we're fishermen. We can't wait to get back fishing.
The smell of salt air and to know in short order you're going to be on the water. And the freedom. When you can say you live your life free and you enjoy what you're doing, nothing no better.